everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Shogun Part 2 or Chapter 2 called Servants of Two Masters. Recap?
It's set in the 17th century in Japan. We see a lord or a regent called Toranaga, who's one of 5 regents that were named after the Taiko's death. Sort of split up land between them. There's a little bit of beef because, Toranaga essentially gets invited to Osaka Castle, but gets told to, like, you're confined to your quarters, essentially, don't leave. And there's a little meeting where they want to impeach him because they're saying you're getting too big, essentially. Your fiefdom's increasing, your assets, your estates increasing to the point where we think that you're going to kill the heir to the Taiko, who basically is still a kid and he can't be in power. When he's of age, he will, but right now it's split between those 5. So there's a little bit of beef there, but it's still kept civil. Like there's no like raised voices or whatever. But one of Toranaga's men does sort of get offended on behalf of his master.
Yeah.
And his punishment, or he says, "I'm going to commit seppuku and end my bloodline." He's off the hook, and so is his wife, but fortunately they lose the kid, which is really, really messed up. Whilst Toranaga is essentially kept there, he sends his general Hiromatsu up to an island to explore a ship that's crashed, and that's a secondary story we get to, where a pilot called John Blackthorne, who's a Protestant Christian, has sort of landed there, disheveled, just about made it there. There were like 12 ships or something?
I think it was like 5 ships.
Oh, 5 ships, 500 men, yeah, something like that. And
people made it abroad.
Yeah, exactly, so messed up. He's essentially landed on, I can't remember, is it Ajiro, an island like that? Ajiro, yeah. The ship's got weapons. Essentially English, Western weapons, which is essentially an asset to whoever has them in any one of the lords, kind of thing. He meets someone who's in charge of the island, or the uncle of the guy who's in charge of the island, called Yabushige, and he essentially decides that he's going to keep the ship and the pilot for himself, and then just in case Toranaga dies, he can sort of claim all of that and be an ally to whoever is next in power.
Yeah, he does say, like, there's no point in telling a dead man the future.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is essentially
But little did he know that Toranaga sent his man on the job. So Hiromatsu lands. He said, "Oh, this is Toranaga's stuff." So he has to give it away. So John Blackthorne gets sent to Osaka, which is where Toranaga is. There's a little side story where we see Mariko, who's a translator she knows Portuguese, essentially, which is the secondary language that's spoken in the show, as well as Japanese, because obviously the Portuguese landed in Japan and initiated trade. I don't know if they took control, but they did heavily trade, which meant they had a heavy influence, maybe in religion, because we see loads of Japanese are converted into Christianity, and the Catholic Christianity. That was, which we find out is one of John Blackthorne's main mission, to essentially take over trade. Not disrupt, but take over. So do exactly what the Catholics are doing, but just make it Protestants that are doing it instead. We leave off the show where John Blackthorne meets Toranaga and Mariko, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, but by the time he meets Toranaga, his attitude has changed. He bows down. He's not like shouting at the Yabushige and all that. He's always shouting at them. So he's I think along the way Yabushige kind of teaches him a little bit about honor, and there's a bit where he falls down a cliff to save Rodriguez. He's like, why was he going to kill himself? Why was he going to do that? So his attitude completely changes by the time he gets to Osaka.
I think he'll get to learn a lot more as well about the culture at that time in Japan. So let's see what happens in this episode, episode 2 or chapter 2, Servants of Two Masters. Let's check it out. That armor looks crazy.
That's the Taiko's one, isn't it?
Oh, flashback. He's on his deathbed. Is that his mum?
I think so. We haven't seen her, have we?
Well, she's a bit emotionless, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to say it's a proper blank expression.
There's something dodgy about her.
Yeah.
Damn.
What? They keep looking at each other. I don't know what, why. Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Ooh, that's a conversation we don't know. That's a good point. They would just all try and overtake him. It's actually a good. He did well.
It's clever because he needs him on that council. Yeah, makes sense. That's insane that he actually gave him the choice to be the one. But
that he
again,
noticed that he got a wise answer out of him.
Yeah.
And he's right. If there's a sole person, just one person to kill and they can take over.
Yeah.
This way, there's less likely to be any fighting because he split it between everyone.
Yeah.
You know the short, dirty, diseased, and he's got a filthy mouth.
It's true. He does swear a lot.
Sacked, slaughtered, and pillaged his way through Manila.
So we show this to the Japanese, and he will be hanged for piracy.
Damn.
Toranaga is still president of foreign relations. He's a thorough man. I fear he'll want a complete translation of this journal.
Oh, there's something
there's evidence in there.
Yeah, they don't want knowing.
So he knows everything about Macau. The last thing we need is any discussion of past entanglements.
Well, then let us be grateful our visitor does not speak Japanese.
We need to know what happened in Macau.
Yeah.
My name is Martin Albitu, of the Society of Jesus. You must be the Anjin.
What does that mean?
It means pilot.
Oh.
You're in the court of Lord Yoshii Toranaga. And I am the interpreter to the Council of Regents.
Oh, good, so you'll be able to twist my words in your Portuguese favor. Perhaps you would do me the courtesy of telling him we are enemies.
Tell him yourself.
The Japanese word for enemy is teki.
I may be your enemy, John Blackthorne of the Erasmus, but I am not your assassin.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
He wants to know why we are enemies.
Because our countries are at war.
Tell him where you're from.
England.
Why are you at war with my kingdom?
Because England refuses to be intimidated by Catholics.
いずれもデウスが神だと信じておるのか?
Yes. Though I won't know for sure till I'm dead.
もしわしらが戦を仕掛けたらどうする?
I cannot conceive of being an enemy to you, Lord.
I like the way they've done this. They've made it a one-on-one
He's talking to each
conversation.
other.
Yeah. It's the beauty of this is Toranaga trying to find every detail.
Yeah.
If you value your life, do not say a word.
Damn.
偉人などと戯れておられるとは残り少ないお命じゃもっと大事に使われてはいかがかの
Don't you worry about him.
その異端者それがしには何の値打ちもござらん。お望みとあらば 息子に命じて。
揉め事の元にならなければよいのじゃ。
Sure you do, mate.
Yeah, yeah. You're the one trying to disrupt it.
Mm-hmm.
You are to be detained.
For how long?
I do not know, Anjin, but I will pray for your soul.
Well, this took a turn. Shit.
Well, he's obviously got it's optics, isn't it?
True.
So it's funny because the way Toranaga, he doesn't bite back. He's always just
He's pleased to go
plainly
along
just
with
talking.
it, but he's thinking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
other shit in the background.
Yeah.
I like the fact that that other priest was like, when he was talking to the other priest, was like, Toranaga's a thorough man.
Yeah.
And we got an example of that when he was asking Blackthorn everything about difference between Protestants, Catholics.
Why you're an enemy and
Yeah. Her husband?
yeah.
トロナガ様が母上をお呼びになり、
Yeah.
偉人に会わせたのでございます。
殿はどのような御用でお前が呼ばれたのじゃ。
ポルトガル語を修行せよと。
何故殿はお前にそのようなことを望まれるのじゃ。
To make sure the translation was right and not fraudulent.
お前ならわかるか。何故お前の母はおとなしく家に収まっておれんのじゃ。
He doesn't want her to have some sort of status.
Someone had to leave the house.
虎長様がまたぞろをお呼びじゃ。お主ではない。
Your wife.
Oh, yeah. He's probably not going to like it that the fact that his wife's obviously got such importance, right?
してそなたの見立ては。
あの者には用心せねばという気がいたしまする。
Uh-oh. That's not good.
そなたの宗派について偉人が申したことを気に障ったか。
試されて揺らぐような信仰はまことなものとは申せません。
Well said.
今朝江戸でわしの孫が生まれ、落ち葉の方は大坂へ戻りたいと言うてきた。無論わしは許した。許さねば。
それゆえ我ら一同大老衆からの切腹の沙汰を待つ身となった次第。
Well, this is moving very quickly.
Yeah.
木山と大野を通じてあの偉人を大坂に置くことに抗議してくるであろう。
殿に断罪が下されるのは残りの大老が結束して票を投じた場合のみにございます。殿はあの偉人を用いて石堂とキリシタンの大老との結束に
I mean, that's
機微を入
pretty,
れるおつもりかと。
That's
pretty
brilliant.
clever. Yeah.
Yeah. And lucky.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if he never made it to Japan. He'd be fucked.
You would have had to think of another way to get out of this impeachment.
Hmm.
Are they going to kill that guy or they're just going to let him go?
You should let me give you absolution. Are these men all marked for death? Death is the only punishment here.
Oh, shit. Oh, he needs to get out. Quick.
Sugiyama, descended from the richest samurai family in Japan. Ono, a feared warrior whose affliction of leprosy led him into the arms of the church.
Oh, that's why he's masked.
A man whose faith in Christ is guided only by his greed and ambition.
Yeah, we've met him.
If Toranagi claimed you as an ally, you'll never leave Japan alive.
That's not what he wants to hear. Shit. What are you planning, Ishido?
That armor looks pretty crazy.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? He doesn't want to deal with this shit. He's like, I want to get into the... I want to start something.
虎長は己が定めを受け入れたようじゃな。万事石堂殿の舵取りのおかげじゃ。
Oh, God, you're all weak.
Yeah, it's. I thought they were formidable fighters, but
Ishida's just going to take over them eventually.
異端者のことよ。虎長が大坂に招き入れた。あいにく牢に入れただけでは足りぬのじゃ。
They want to kill him.
我らはその者の処刑を所望いたす。
Okay, we need someone else to speak out.
yeah.
さてさて、オミラはパードレどもが積み上げる山ほどの献上品がなかったとしても、その
デウスとやらに忠誠を尽くされるのでございます。
Yeah. Remember, he said he was greedy specifically for that.
Damn.
異端者の処刑が先じゃ。
Well, there's a split. There's a split Toranaga
Yeah.
wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
Toranaga was born Minwara, a name that carries great weight in Japan. The ultimate rank a mortal can achieve. Shogun.
Oh, so his family. Yeah, you're right. Okay, that's why that other lady spoke about it.
I initially thought they're leaving. They're not
Yeah,
leaving.
but they're dying.
Yeah. Being executed.
These Jasmines care nothing for the souls. They made an idol of that cursed black ship. That's how they dominate trade. The Chinese hate Japan, so all trade goes through the Portuguese. It's usury. Leitako even tried to put a stop to it, but the church incited the rebellion, smuggled guns from that secret base in Macau. Macau.
That's what Macau. Mm.
Yeah.
You telling me the lords here don't know?
It's too late for that now.
Not if they know the truth.
You and Carlos have to get your story straight. He told me you had the manifest. Fuck off!
As soon as Toranaga calls on me to permit the black ship to depart, you will be the first to know. The church is doing all it can to keep your business running on time.
You mean our business?
Yeah. Exactly. It is your business.
I do not wish to translate anymore. I do not like this man, the way he speaks to you.
I've read his journals. Whatever your heart tells you about him, he is guilty of worse.
I mean, he probably has killed loads of people. He's not
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
a good guy in that respect.
それにしてもお主を城に招かぬとはトラナがこうも礼儀を知らぬようじゃの。
あいにくお招きには預かっておりませんな。
お主がなぜあの箕輪の末裔に忠義を尽くすのか合点がいかぬ。
You know what sometimes feels like Ishido kind of just hates that the fact that he's Minowara,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
It's not just the power thing.
I think he fears that if he does take up power, then he has the right to. But why
お主ら
haven't
が
you
大
or
勢
like
連れてまいった偉人のこと
get rid of him before he does?
俺はただの海賊にございます。
He's not a pirate.
拙者はその先に思いを巡らせたまでにございます。
Of course you
犯
are.
罪に処された後の動きにやがて石戸様の力が最も強大になるのは必要。されどその折には大野殿木山殿が石戸様の敵に回りまする。
But he'd be able to wipe them out, wouldn't it? Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah.
I didn't think of that.
わしに勝ち目はなかろうな。
されど石戸様が例の偉人を手に入れ、さらに手なずけ得る知恵者を配下に置けば潮目は変わりましょう。
Okay, Blackthorn's not dying for shit. They're just fighting over him. They're going to be fighting over him now.
It's like a pet. It's like I want this.
キリシタン大老お二方に押し切られて
Oh, damn, he's approved it. Get him out. You need to get him out.
Yeah, fake his death or something. Just
お力になれるやもしれませんな。
Oh, that's a good idea.
yeah, just get rid of him, right? Because they cover the face. Remember they saw that guy. He's just
Your confession, say it quickly.
This can't be.
Dear Lord, forgive me my pride.
okay. They've already taken him outside of Sokka.
Someone's got to take him from here. Maybe they're taking him somewhere else. Maybe you're right. Maybe I think
Could be.
they have to be faking his death. There's
Yeah,
no other
yeah.
way. Back to where Toranaga's from.
微調教
Yep,
Ambush.
ambush, brilliant.
Okay, but who led the ambush? Yabu.
Yep.
Yabu.
That's brilliant, actually, getting outside help, because then you just pay him off. Oh, then you do this? Brilliant.
Oh, it's jokes. Pay him, but then kill him. Hello, mate.
But then
Long
it looks-
time no
it just
see. Haven't seen you in a
Yeah, then it
while.
just looks like it's the optics of what it looks like, right? Bandits attack them,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
end
yeah.
up killing each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
オラは犬じゃ。オラは犬じゃ。そうだ。お前はいいことよしよし。良い飼い主が欲しいんじゃな。
Was this on the word of Ishido, though?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. He's trying to get him to be like, look, oh, hang on, this is back in Osaka now.
大義であった藪重殿。この偉人をわしにくれるのはこたびで2度目じゃな。
Oh, right. Okay.
こやつが処刑場に引き立てられておる途中、盗賊に襲われておりまして、そこに図らずも拙者が通りかかった次第。
Oh God.
Of course
no,
you
it's
were.
not. No, it's not.
I am to be your interpreter for today.
You speak Portuguese?
It is my honor to learn the language of my Christian teachers.
Catholic teachers?
Always has to make that distinction.
Mm.
My name is Toda Mariko.
John. Blackthorn. And you should know I'm not Catholic. I'm grateful to be alive.
礼を申しておりまする。
若君にお前の国の話をせよと伝えよう。
Just this morning I was set for death and
Now he's giving a lecture on England.
自分は敵ではないと申しておりまする。安仁様の国の女王は神話的でございますと。
Who was the queen in the 17th century?
My master asks for you to draw a map of the world.
oh,
Is he going to draw it in the sand? That's probably
Yeah.
why he's there. Okay.
we came by way of Magellan's Pass.
この大陸を回ってきたと申しておりまする。
Oh, he nailed it.
We had to avoid a Portuguese base in Macau.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's going to.
ポルトガルの砦があるゆえと申しておりまする。
Which they don't know about.
Yeah, tell him now. Tell him everything.
It employs Japanese mercenaries. I'm told you call them Ronin.
Oh, damn, I didn't know that bit.
Ooh.
Used for gun running. Employed during an uprising some years ago.
鉄砲の密輸に使われる隠し砦に浪人が雇われている。太后様への謀反のことでございましょうか。よくわかりません。
This is big.
This is the way Portugal and Spain carved up the New World. 70 years ago, they signed a treaty that split undiscovered land between them. Your country falls into the Portuguese half. So it belongs to them.
ポルトガルとスペインの2つの国が東洋の島々を分け合ったと信じているようでございます。
It's crazy when you hear it like that.
Yeah,
Your
right?
country is... They think your country is theirs.
Yeah.
It's written into legal documents. Each Spanish and Portuguese king has the right to lay claim to any non-Catholic land they discover and to replace its government with Catholic rule.
There's got to be a...
That's
There's got to be a blow
insane.
for her as well.
Do you swear
You've been
by your
told
God?
lies.
Yes, I do.
It's earth-shattering for her. It's her faith.
ポルトガルの望みはキリシタンにあらざる天下人を追放し仲間であるキリシタンの統治者を据えることと申しておりまする。
That is...
何を求めて火の元に
Yeah, that's the
That's
real
insane.
question. What do you seek, John?
Yeah.
To vanquish our common enemies.
戦を挑むつもりならやめておいた方がよい。
Oh?
多勢に無勢。
Yeah, kind of. But if you're on his side...
Unless I win.
Even he's smiling a bit.
安心に今宵は西の丸に泊まれと伝えよう。外は物騒じゃ。盗賊がうろついておるから。
Oh, he's always shitting on him. Oh, that's brilliant.
Well done, John. You did something big here. This was massive.
Massive. Massive.
You his personal quarters. This is a great honor. I hope you're going to enjoy it.
Personal quarters. Okay.
Wow.
These women can assist you in preparation for your bath.
Thank you, but I've already bathed.
In the prison.
And the village.
Oh, mate. That was days ago.
What, two baths in a week.
Oh, this is brilliant. You can see the culture, the European
Yeah.
culture of not bathing enough.
ようわからない。
And
安仁様は今風呂に入りたくないそうじゃ。
these guys like used to bathe much more frequently.
I know you hold these priests in high regard, but I beg you to consider their motives.
I would advise against speaking out of turn.
Oh, damn, he got told
Oh,
to
and-
shut the fuck up.
You will please address me as Mariko-sama.
Well, you tried. She shut you down.
But she's laying the ground rules, like just, yeah, the respect.
Yeah.
And you need a block.
Don't get too casual with me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
力にわしは知らぬことがあまりに多い。あの偉人はよう知っておるようじゃがの。
He is. He's not gonna stamp it.
黒船の出港はしばらく見合わせることにいたす。
Yeah.
お主らの教会がこの辺りの海域に隠し砦を築いておるのも。
Oh shit, he's gonna tell him he knows now. Well, you were right about him being thorough.
取り決めをするのはそれら砦についての見聞を広めてからでも遅くはあるまい。
He's gonna have to go back and tell the other priests. Shit.
Yeah, the other guy. But the thing is, the reason it's good that they've kept him in the castle is obviously then it's somewhat safe.
Mm.
He's denied our departure papers for the Black Sheep.
Ooh.
Let this be my burden, Father.
Oh, you sellout. He's going to try and kill him in the castle.
このような夜更けに何をしておる?
Oh,
that was brilliant.
I mean, bad as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just the way she did it was brilliant.
Oh my god, it's so quick and messed up. There's gonna be no one in there. That was quick. That was so quick from him as well.
He just tapped her in the back of it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Don't die. We need to know. We need to know that you came from the other region. Say a name or something.
I think she's gone.
Oh, all right. They went after Toranaga.
They were after him because then if he dies, then they can just let the ship go. Oh, right.
Yeah, they didn't come from Toranaga.
Yeah, you're right.
Remember, they needed it.
him.
He's like, yeah, let me have this burden.
Yeah.
They came for Blackthorn. Do you know what, mate? This makes you super important now.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the episode. Man, I love this show.
Yeah. I was thinking, why would he give Blackthorn his personal quarters? Because that's what Mariko said, and I was just like, that's really good. Obviously now it makes a lot more sense and whatever. But oh man, the way he killed her, he just sliced her at the back of the neck and then just
waited,
left her.
Yeah,
just like, no,
let nature
like,
run its course.
Yeah, which is a really efficient way of killing someone. You're not overexerting yourself, or like you could have just just stabbed her or whatever. But it's such a This episode took me away. I was thinking, what are we going to see here? I don't think this is a slow burner at all. Like,
No,
I think
a lot happened in this. A lot happened. I mean, the main crux of this episode was figuring out just how important Blackthorn is.
Yeah.
Why the Catholics hold such sway. You know, the gun running in Macau. How far does their conversion go to? Far up? So, like, we already know 2 regents are Catholic.
Well, they're under they're Catholic, but they have allegiance towards that. And they obviously, do they know about? I don't know if I didn't quite understand whether they knew about the bases. But the thing is, they must have.
Oh, they might.
Because Ronins are technically masterless samurai, so they would have.
They must have. Otherwise, why have that meeting? Why when? Yeah, they do. They do. What do you mean they do? They do because because he clearly said when the guy was "Let this be my burden," he already said they know about the Macau thing.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
They know, which makes it worse. Just how much of a backstabbing bunch of bastards they are.
I think what made it really interesting was the bit where they were talking about, and this is so messed up when you think about it. You live in that country. You've been there your whole life. You think this is your land and whatever, and it's actually in someone else's decree that
the people you're trading with, they think it's their land.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know what it was like obviously back then and how they did it, and obviously there's a whole undiscovered country element of it and whatever. But to literally have your islands mapped out and be like, we discovered this, so it's ours, and you're the inhabitant. I mean, that's probably what people in America probably thought when Columbus came over. But yeah, that's really messed up. I never thought of it like that.
No, neither did I. It's kind of messed up, but I'm glad that we actually got Blackthorn to say what he needed to say, and everyone was there. Like the heir was there, Mariko was there.
Yeah.
Yabushiga was there. I don't know how.
He's my favorite. He's becoming my favorite character very, very slowly because he's just.
It's almost comical. It's almost comical.
Yeah. Because the thing is, Toranaga is always calling his bullshit out. He's literally like, "Oh, you were just we're so happy that you were just out for a walk randomly."
But I don't know where that came. So that order didn't come from Toranaga. It came from Ishido.
I think it came from Ishido.
So basically, he told Ishido that this is the value of this guy.
Yeah.
We know they need him killed. Okay. Here's where we didn't even think about this. We know we need this guy killed, right? Because the other two regents want him killed. So let's make out as if he was killed, and then bring him to Toranaga. That's maybe what Ishido told him. They didn't bank on John telling them about
what he knew, because they wouldn't know that he found that in prison.
Yeah, but somehow one of the regents, not somehow, it came back to the priest that Toranaga knows about the Macau stuff, which obviously must have come from Blackthorn. So they know Blackthorn's still alive, and that's why they sent the assassin. So the regent probably already knows that even though Ishido gave the order to get this guy killed, he didn't get him killed. Otherwise, why would he still be alive telling Toranaga about Macau?
Or maybe play a bigger story and let Toranaga have him. Because remember, no one knew he knew about Macau.
The Christian regents won't stand for that, though. They want him executed.
Yeah, that's true also. Yeah. But it is interesting.
They only want him executed. They don't want him executed because they're offended by him. They want him executed so that no one finds out about Macau, which is already out in the open. Not
just Macau, or like there's other countries in the world that.
But why would the Christian regents care about that? The Japanese.
Well, it's more like they could probably, like I said, they can open trade with them. It might be better for them. Yeah, it's money. It's all money. That's their sole kingdom of wealth, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's also interesting because although Ishido is the one that's doing the talking and trying to kill Toranaga, what Yabushiga said to him was that even if you go to war with them, you'll lose. He was like, even if I go to war with them, if you kill Toranaga, that's fine. He will lose against the
other
Christian
two.
Region
Because they have the Christians in their pocket.
That's right.
Not in the pocket, but doing trade with them, allied with them essentially.
It's guns for hire, basically.
I like the fact that Toranaga got a bit like, he liked the fact that John was like, oh, my plan is to go to war with these guys and to enlist you, ally with me to be against them. And Toranaga's like, nah, allow it, just let it go, you're gonna lose, buddy. And he's like, but I might win. And I think he liked that. He liked that bit.
Yeah. It's the confidence, right? It's that confidence where sometimes a different way of thinking on the situation is probably better. Like the guy in the prison said, he was like, their rules and everything is very opaque. It's very, whatever. It's like, everyone thinks they know how you're going to react. But if you add someone who nobody knows anything about and put them into the mix, your fighting strategy changes, the way you do everything, it all changes, has a massive impact on everything.
Lastly, on I don't think we've got much of anything, but Mariko obviously doing the translation. The translating in the beginning bit where there was back and forth between, obviously brilliant. The priest was there, I forgot, isn't it Martin? Is it Martin?
Martin, yeah.
Between Martin, him and John, and then obviously Mariko and Toranaga, but it eventually just did like
just them two.
One direction between them two. I like the way they did that.
Again, it's things like that. That's simple things like that just make it, instead of us just sitting there and we have to hear the same sentence 3 times, it's just a one.
Yeah, I like the way they did that. But we're going to talk about the translation because it's got to be earth-shattering for Mariko to find out, because obviously the religion means a lot to her. It's earth-shattering that it's like, yo, this is a lot of this is business.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So let's see what happens in the next episode. I can't wait. It's just loads of power struggle. I love this kind of show. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. What did you think of the episode and our reaction to it? But other than that, please like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya.